Hello everyone, so welcome in this video. In this video, we are going to solve a new problem, that is difference of two arrays. So in this problem, we have been given two arrays, that is A1 and A2. So A1 is of size N1 and A2 is of size N2. And what we have to print in our answer, we have to print the answer array, which would consist of answer A2 minus A1. Also, let's see the sample input here. So so here the size of n1 means the value of n1 is 3, so the first array is of size 3. So first array consists of elements 2, 6 and 7. So what these arrays are basically representing the two numbers. So a1 array is representing first number and a2 array is representing second number. So our first number is 267. Similarly, the size of second array is 4 and the array elements are 1000. So the second number is 1000. So what we have to do here, we have to perform the subtraction 1000 minus 267 and we have to print the result here. Also, let's check the constraints here. So here we have been given that n1 would be less than n2. Also, the number represented by A1 array is smaller than the number represented by A2. It means that we would never get a negative output. Means A2 is always greater than the number A1. So we have to print A2 minus A1. So we will get a positive answer always. Now let's see the approach that we are going to follow here. So let's say we have an array A2 that is having elements 1, 0, 0, 0. So this array is of size 4. Now A1 array is consist of 3 elements that are 2, 6 and 7. So this array is of size 3. Now we have to perform just normal subtraction here that we did in our earlier classes, means in childhood classes. Now we are going to make an answer array which would be of size maximum of n1 or n2. So the maximum of n1 and n2 is 4, so the answer array would be of size 4. Now the approach that we are going to follow here is we are going to take 3 pointers. First is j pointer, that would be pointing to the last index of A2 array. Initially, in the other iterations it will get updated. And one is I pointer, that will be initially pointing to the last index of A1 array. And a k pointer, that would answer array is of size 4. Let's make 4 blocks here. That would be representing the 4 array elements. Now the k pointer is going to point to the last index of answer array. So what we are going to do here is we will pick the element at ith index and the element at jth index, and then we perform the subtraction of both of these values and we will store the result at kth location. Now also here the carry thing will go on. So we are going to take a variable, outer variable, that will be initialized with value 0. So if c is equals to 0, it means that we have not taken any carry from the previous pair. But if c is equals to 1, this c variable is actually acting as a flag here. So if c is equals to 0, it means that we have not taken any carry from the previous pair. And if c is equals to 1, it means that we have taken some carry. Okay, so initially we are going to make c as 0 because initially we have not taken any carry. Now I is pointing to 0, j is pointing to this 0, I is pointing to 7. Now we are going to calculate our difference. So difference will be 0 minus 7. So it is going to give us minus 7. So this answer is less than 0. It means that we need to take a carry from here. So if we are getting a difference as less than 0, then what we are going to do? We will update our c variable with 1. It means that we have taken some carry from the previous pair. So when we will proceed with the operation on previous pair, then we will handle this thing. Okay, so for right now we have just updated our c variable with 1, and also we will add 10 to our difference. Why we are adding 10? So let's say if we are going to take a carry from here. Okay, so from this pair we are taking a carry. So this 0 will be transformed to 10. then when we will perform 10 minus 7, it is going to give us 3. And here our difference is minus 7. If we are going to add 10 in our minus 7, then it is also going to give us answer 3. So it is basically performing the same calculation that we perform, means it is basically performing the same operation that we would be performing here. Okay, so that's why we are adding our 10 in this difference. Actually we are working on our decimal number system, that's why we take a carry of 10. That's why here we are adding 10 in our difference. Okay, so whatever answer we are getting here, so when we will add 10 here, it is going to give us 3. So 3 will be written here at kth location, and RC has been updated to 1, so we are writing here that we have taken a carry here. So this was the case when carry was 0. Now we are going to handle our case then when carry is 1. And after this iteration, Rj will be updated to this 0, and I will be updated to this 6, and K will be updated to our new location where we have to store the difference of these two values. Okay, so basically all these pointers will get decremented. Now here carry is 1. Okay, so when our carry is 1, then from the element at jth index, we are going to perform the operation of minus 1. So it is going to give us number minus 1. Now we need to calculate the difference of our number minus 1 minus 6, because our first number has been updated from 0 to minus 1. Okay, when carry was 1. Actually when the carry is 0, then we are going to take the number same whatever here written here, but when our carry is 1, then we are going to take this number and subtract 1 from here. Okay, so our new difference will be minus 7. Now we are getting a difference less than 0 again, so we are going to perform these operations again. Now we will update our C to 1, and we are going to calculate, means we are going to add 10 in our difference to get the actual difference. So when we will add 10 in this difference, we will get an answer of 3. So our difference will be 3. So we are going to store 3 here, and we will inform it that we have taken a carry of 1 from this pair. Okay. Now after this iteration, our j will get updated to this 0, and our I will get updated to this 2. Similarly, our K will get updated to this new location. Okay, so now we need to calculate the difference of these two values. Firstly, we need to handle this carry thing. So here carry is 1. So that's why we need to perform the operation of minus 1 from the element at jth location. Means our first number. We need to perform the operation of minus 1 from the first number. So here our new number will be minus 1. So now we are going to calculate our difference as minus 1 minus 2. So it is going to give us minus 3. That is less than 0. So we need to perform these steps on this number again. So our carry will get updated to 1. So here we are writing that we have taken carry from here. Okay. Now we are going to add 10 in this answer so that we get an actual answer. So when we will add minus 3 plus 10 is going to give us 7. So we will write 7 here, and we have updated our carry thing here. Okay. Now after this operation, our j will get updated to this 1, and our I will get updated to this blank location, and K will get updated to this location. Now I is going in this iteration, I is getting less than 0. So if I is less than 0, it means no element is accessible in the A1 array, means there is no element at this location. Okay, so so we will put a condition in our loop that if I is going less than 0, then we don't need to access element from A1 array because there is no element present there. Okay, so in that case we are going to handle only these two values. So here our carry is 1, so we need to subtract 1 from our first number, so it is going to give us 0. So whatever we are getting here, we are going to write here because there is no element in our A1 array that we need to subtract. So here we are not going to calculate any difference. We will simply check the carry thing, and we will handle our carry. Then whatever answer we are getting here, we will write it here. Now, in the answer, we need to print our answer array. So what would be our answer? It would be 0733. But this answer is wrong. Our actual answer would be 733. So there is one case that we have to handle while printing the output, that we have to discard our initial zeros. So in order to discard initial zeros, we will put a flag in while printing our answer array, that if we are getting that we need to print our all the values after the first non-zero value. So for this we are going to print a flag. Okay, so we will see this in the coding part only. Now let's try to code this. So we are going to code in Python here. So we have taken the input of n1 variable and array a1. Similarly, we have taken input of n2 variable and array a2. Now we are going to make an array of size that is maximum of both. So for this, we are going to take a variable max that is representing the size of answer array. So if n1 is greater than n2, then max will be updated with n1. In the else case, max will be updated with n2. Now answer will be the array which will be initialized with zeros of max, means it will be of max size and it will be initialized with zeros. Okay, now we are going to take 3 pointers. So I is going to be pointing to the last index of a1 array, and j is going to be point to the last index of a2 array, and similarly k is going to be point to the last index of answer array. Now we are going to run a while loop. Till when we have to run this loop? We have to run this loop until we are left with any of the element in any of the array. So while I is greater than equals to 0 or j is greater than equals to 0, till then we have to run this loop. Okay. Now we are taking a diff variable that will be initialized with 0. Now firstly we have to handle the carry thread. So if c is equals to 0, if c is equals to 1, means if we have some carry, means if a carry has been taken from this pair, then we are going to take the minus, means we are going to take the variable at jth index, and we are going to perform the operation of -1 on that number, because we have taken some carry. In the else case, if we have not taken any carry, then we will simply put that number in our difference. Okay. Now after handling the carry, we are going to make our carry as 0. Now the second step was we have handled our carry. Now we are going to check if I is greater than equals to 0, means if the array element is accessible from array 1, then we are going to subtract it from our difference, because that number needs to be subtracted from our difference. Okay, so we will access that element from array 1I and we will subtract it with our difference. Now we are getting actual difference in our diff variable. Now we will check this difference. If difference is getting less than 0, then we are going to update our carry with 1, means we have taken a carry from the previous pair. Also, we are going to update our diff, means we are going to add 10 in our difference so that we get the actual answer. Now, in our answer array at kth index, we need to store this difference, because that's the answer that we are getting for a particular pair. So difference is going to be stored at location k. Now after storing the answer, we are going to update our pointers. Basically we are going to decrement them. Now I, j, k and has been updated. Now we are left with the printing part only. So for the printing part, we have to discard the initial zeros. So for that we are going to make a flag start 0 equals to true. means we are having some start zeros. We have assumed that we are having some initial zeros that we need to discard. Okay. Now we are going to run a while loop till the size of answer array. So the size of answer array has been stored in max variable. That's why we are running our loop till max. Now we will check if if answer array means if element at ith index is not equals to 0, means if we are encountering our first non-zero element, then we are going to make this flag as false. And once this flag has been turned to false, then what we are going to do? We are going to print our numbers. So in that case, we are going to print answer of I. So this code is done. Let's try to run this code. There is some runtime error. So RC variable has not been defined. Let's define it. Okay, so we have not initialized RC here. Now let's try to run this code. Yeah, so our code has been accepted. Now let's try to submit this code, that whether it is going to pass all the test cases or not. So our code has passed all the test cases, and I hope you got this concept and you got this code. It is just normal subtraction. And thank you for watching this video.